Good evening, everyone. My name is Stephen Bouvier. I'm sure you guys remember me from my previous 6 videos. Today, I am going to be doing my demonstration speech. And what I chose for my demonstration speech this week is how to cook a steak dinner with all the trimmings. Now, you may ask, what makes me an expert to be able to teach you guys how to cook a steak dinner? I've never had any formal classes or anything. I had never been a cook, but I like to consider myself a connoisseur of sorts when it comes to eating steak. Over the last 20 years since I have been able to cook, I have been refining my technique. I used to watch my dad as a kid out there on the grill, and I'd pick up some of his tips, and I'd tweak it as it came along the way. My wife and I eat steak probably 3 or 4 times a month, usually on paydays, so we like to know what we're doing, and I'm going to pass these tips on to you, which includes some family secrets. So let's get started. First thing you want to do is prepare your steak. Now, these have already been done, but I'm going to go through what needs to be done. These are 2 ribeyes. Cameron, would you come in a little closer, please? 2 ribeye steaks. Now, first thing you're going to want to do is tenderize the steaks. They make a tenderizing little gadget thing, but personally, I think a fork works better. You're going to want to stab them 15 to 20 times per steak, per side. Once you do that, you flip it over, again, stabbing until they're nice and tenderized. What this is going to do is it's going to make the steak obviously more tender while you're eating it. Now, when it comes to what you're going to use for your marinade, first thing, you start with the dry garlic powder. You don't need a whole lot of this, just enough to get some flavor on there. You're going to put it on, rub it in, same thing with the other one. Flip over, repeat. Put it on, rub it in. The next ingredient is the family secret, Italian salad dressing. Now, when my wife and I first got together, she thought I was insane to want to put salad dressing on a steak until she tried them. It gives the steak a nice pop, and then with the dressings and everything while it's sitting, it really takes out the flavor of the meat. Now, you're going to want to put this on. You can be a little more generous with this one. Again, put it on, flip over, repeat. Now, the third and final thing is some Worcestershire sauce. Now, with this, you're going to want to use this a little more sparingly. You just want a couple of splashes on top, flip over, per side. Now, Cameron, where you come in again, this is what your final marinade product is going to look like. You want to go ahead and cover it, put it in the fridge for about an hour. Now, the next thing we're going to do is corn on the cob. First thing we're going to want to do with the corn on the cob is chuck it. You want to go ahead and get all these things off, because obviously you do not want to eat all this extra stuff that is not the corn. Now, it's going to be hard to get everything off. Just try to get off as much as you can, because the little stuff will come off while you're cooking and boiling it. For those of you who have dogs, I'm sure they're going to want to be part of the cooking process. They like to think they're helping. Don't you, Brady? Yes, my dog's name is Brady, for those of you who remember my Patriots video. Alright, so once we have all our corn chucked, these ones were kind of already pre-chucked. If you could buy them on the side of the road, they're still in the full stalk and can be a pain in the butt. So, we're going to take these and we're going to go ahead and rinse them off. Again, this is just getting any of the excess stuff that might still be on there. You don't have to be completely crazy with it, because, again, it'll come off while you're cooking it. Now, if you can see here on the stove, my water is starting to come to a boil. You're going to want to put these, go ahead and put them in. They're going to cook in boiling water for about 10 to 12 minutes. Now, when these are finished, I'm going to go ahead and put them on the grill to get the grill flavor and some char marks on them. It gives it a nice finishing touch to add with your steaks. Next, we're going to do our baked potatoes. Now, us as Americans, we like to do things quick and easy, right? A baked potato in the oven will take you between 45 minutes and an hour at 350 degrees. But I'm going to do this a little bit quicker, so come on in camera and I'm going to show you some secrets. Take a fork and go ahead and poke some holes in it. You don't have to be crazy. Maybe 5-6 holes. The only thing we're doing is making sure that the potato does not explode, because we're going to be cooking these in the microwave. That's another family secret if you're wondering. So once you poke your holes, go ahead and rinse the potato off. And this time you want to be a little more thorough with your washing of the potato, because this is, the next step is you're going to be eating it. Get a good wash in there. Now, as I said, we're going to be cooking these in the microwave. So you want to make sure you have a microwave safe plate, as this is. Go ahead, and these will be cooking for about 10 to 12 minutes, depending on the potato. Now, most important part, time to put the steaks on the grill. Before I do this, my charcoal is already ready. I'm going to show you what right looks like. The steaks, once the charcoal is heated, these steaks are about an inch thick. You're going to want to cook them 3 minutes on each side. Now you want to be really specific about this. The reason you do 3 minutes on each side is going to give it a nice, clean, level char mark on the steak, and it'll cook it to be medium to medium rare. Now, my wife and I, we like medium rare steaks. If the steak isn't still mooing, then I think you ruined it, but that's just me. So come on out here and we'll show you the charcoal. If the camera will come on in. The camera will come on in. Sorry, we have the dog still trying to help. If the camera will come on in. This is what your charcoals want to look like. They have a white look to them and they have that nice amber glow. You don't want them to still be having flames, because then the charcoals could be too hot and you could end up burning your steaks. So you want to put it right on the center of the meat. Again, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to close the grill, I'm going to open up the vent so I know it's getting the proper ventilation, and we will flip them in 3 minutes. Now, I'm going to start another video here once everything's complete so you can see what the finished product looks like. So I'll see you guys in a minute.